never find no fake in me. They said my dream was make-believe. Well, thankfully, I use your hate to me to motivate. You see, I can be your everything, or every day your enemy, or every day your memory. You might just be a friend to me. You spend your time defending me, but me is all I tend to be.
My feelings for you, my feelings for you. I dream I know deep up my feelings for you. Watch them grow, perceive, devote. This is the seed, light the show. Watch them grow. I dream I know deep of my feelings for you. Watch them grow, perceive, devote. This is the seed, light the show. Watch them grow. Grow, grow. Grow, grow.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Hello and welcome back to the Bluez Cup, ladies and gentlemen. We in our semi-finals here, and I'm Carmel, joined by Mr. Rockley, and today we got Finest Hour taking on F5 Gaming. I'm pretty pumped for this, Damien. It's been a while since we casted Bluez Cup.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've casted. I'm keen for this game right now. We see some unusual bans coming out of Finest Hour here with like 2 cores banned, Odie and Juggernaut, and then F5, more standard bans, you know, banning that Doom, banning that IO now on 3rd and Axe.
Pretty meta heroes.
Pretty meta heroes coming out of F5. Very different heroes coming out of Finest Hour. They maybe did a bit of research on their opponents and maybe know that they like to play those heroes, or maybe they just don't like facing those heroes. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, it's never fun to get to play against the OP chicken, or as you call him. What do you call him, Damien? Your law correct way to call.
What do you mean the OP? I don't know what the law correct way. I just call him the flying rat.
Oh. Alright, you don't call me a gargoyle and all that nonsense anymore. You're over those features, man.
Yeah, I'm over it. Now everything's flying rats, ball of blue, like just...
Radiant
Saga would be so proud of us. So yesterday these teams tried to play through quite a... Everybody played their quarterfinals yesterday. Today we got the semi-finals. Both of them being played into the finals tonight at about 6 o'clock. So see a lot of bans of the cores at the start. Now we see some support pickups. The AA and the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, Witch Doctor, pretty standard opener. So is AA, like... You know, both strong laning supports, offer a lot of team fights. And we see Elder Titan. Not a lot of people pick that hero. Some people do. What? Okay, we have a Techie's second pick.
A Techie's pick. Oh, alright. I don't know if this is going to be the best game we've ever casted or the worst game we've ever casted. That's how I feel about this Techies pick.
Or a nice 2-hour game that we're gonna cast for the first game of the day. Great. Yeah, we got a lot of casting up ahead of us, and Techies in the first pick.
Potentially 8 hours of casting we have today. If this game goes to all 3 games and the best of 5 tonight goes to the 5th game, you know, could be an epic.
Could be an epic. But that Techie is like, what do you lane as a support, a 4 position, off lane? I'm not even sure. Like, what are most teams were Teams were experimenting with it as a 4 position, and then they take whatever that suicide of his. I don't even know what it's called because I don't play Techies or watch this hero.
Radiant team pick.
And they just kind of spam that in lane. So maybe that is the plan.
I mean, I don't even see this hero picked in my pub, so like I know nothing about Techies. I know my boy Chelsea won me a SA pub the other day with Techies. It was quite funny, but I mean, I don't think that's a judge.
Yeah, definitely not.
How highable the hero is.
And then we've got a DK, so very standard coming out from Finest Hour when it comes to their picks. Where F5, Techies, Witch Doctor. We got some weaknesses here, right? Techies doesn't really offer much in the lane other than one nuke, or unless they run over your mines, which is not very likely in the early games if you pay attention.
And the mines is only good once there's 2 or 3 levels in it, right?
Oh no, they're good. They're good level 1, right? If you run into them, but if you run into it and you just attack it and kill it, you get free gold, waste his mana. Like, it's super efficient for you just to destroy them, actually. So
yeah,
you need to play that hero quite smart, put those mines in those little ninja places. Hopefully they go off.
I'll leave it to you to talk about the Techies. I'll talk about Finest Hour's draft. I like their draft so far. You got that strong laning support in the AA, and Elder Titan's also very, very strong. And then you just got that like tower pusher with the DK, and you have that big team fighter as well. You got the AA blast on top of ET splitter. It's a very well-rounded draft from Finest Hour so far, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. And if they're going to run aggro dual lanes, like Elder Titan is one of the best to go with your offlaner. You just keep stacking that large camp, throw your spirit through a couple of heroes, get insane amount of damage and movement speed, and you just beat people out of the lane.
Elder Titan is just like a bruiser, man. He just hits people.
Yeah, and Witch Doctor can't deal with Elder Titan by himself, and Techies definitely can't deal with him. So they're going to need a solution to deal with this Elder Titan if they run it properly, I guess. I don't know, DK mid, solid pick mid, you can pick it nice and early, not many counters to it. And then we have a Bane, so this is a core Techies, or a core Witch Doctor, but probably a core Techies. So off-lane Techies, we got a Luna, lots of push coming out of Finest Hour, lots of push, lots of team fight, all-rounded draft.
It'd be like Vici Gaming's draft from Finest Hour. It's like, it's looking that good in my opinion.
Yeah, it's
like it a lot.
It's a good draft. It has everything, right? You got the A, which counts as the Witch Doctor heal. It's lots of team fights. They do lack a little bit of stun, I guess. The only like real stun is DK, which is quite a close range stun. It is a good solid stun, but not very good range. But other than that, they have lots of counter initiation, good carry.
Yeah, I think catch is one of their weaknesses, right? Till DK gets blinked, they don't have real initiation. Elder Titan Storm can set up for some stuff, but it's not the sole thing you want to have in your team.
Yeah.
Maybe with the offlane pick, we see something come out that can sort of address that issue in their draft.
Yeah, I would like to see them in like a Clockwork or something here with this Elder Titan. That's quite a dirty lane. It gives them a solid initiator who doesn't actually need any items to be able to initiate, and just all around really good at like zoning out support solo and getting kills and moving around the map. They do need some range though, right? The only mine hitters right now is AA and Luna. And Luna has to get quite close to hit those mines and then she pulls a Dragon Lance, so might need to worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, DK in his ulti form also pretty good, but like, yeah, they don't have the best mine clear.
Yeah, you don't want to be using DK ulti form to be hitting mines, right? You want to be using that to take towers. So.
Very true. So F5, right? They got this Bane pick. I think it's really good against like DK in lane if you go mid. You drop your, what is that thing called? Feeble on him. He struggles in the laning phase a bit. But I don't know, there's like no real direction in F5 draft so far. So maybe this fourth pick can sort of bring something together. Oh, go for Leshrac.
Like, what is this? This ESL major? Like, everybody's picking this hero. It's super strong. You run a 4 position. This game is definitely going to be a core, probably mid. Lots of magic damage coming out. It's also very good versus DK till he gets a BKB, right? Because DK is good versus physical damage, where Leshrac's all magic. So that's a nice pick.
Bane also sets up for his stun, so they can actually potentially kill DK in the middle lane. Not many heroes can do that.
Yeah, it gives them that tower push that they're lacking. But still, their draft, this Techies pick, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it has to go off, right?
Techies, right? So they must have like a Java gaming sleeper in this team that just loves the hero and is really good on it, right?
Yeah, like, you got to be confident on the hero, just pick a second pick. Maybe they just want to try it out or something. I don't know. Maybe they feel like they're just better than their opponents and they can just draft anything. But Finest Hour right now, their draft looks a lot more solid to me. They just got more team fight, more tower push, more control, more everything. Well, not more control actually, but more everything else.
All right, I've got a new theory about those techies, right? Okay, so what they're gonna do this first game is they pick techies. They're gonna hustle game one and be like, oh, they pick badly, they get stomped, whatever. And then the other team will feel overconfident in game two, and they're gonna whip out the legit stuff. And then the other guys gonna be like, what just happened here, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the strat you want to go for. You know, throw your first game, put yourself in that situation.
Oh,
no, they must have a plan with it, right? Maybe Bane Techie, something like that, laning together, like sleep into Suicide and then Brain Sub. It's quite a lot of damage. And then they pick a Void. I don't know about this Void pick. I feel like he's going to struggle. Like Void, Witch Doctor, laning together, not very strong. If they just pick any sort of aggressive offlaner here with this old Titan, they can put a lot of pressure on that lane. DK should be relatively fine with Slash, especially once he gets his Soul Ring. He can just like spam out the waves.
And yeah, I also don't like the Void pick when like, you know, when you're picking Void and you like a Chronosphere is like your one big thing, right? You have to hit that Chrono to start a fight. Then when a Void is picked like that, I'm not a fan of it either. Like, if you, let's say you have like a Clockwork in your team and have a Void as well, your Clockwork can make a distraction in the fight and then Void can come in. It's a bit easier. But like when Void, Chronosphere is like your sole form of initiation, I'm not a fan of that.
It's like Void is nice in this draft in the sense you got the Witch Doctor ulti to combo with it. Leshrac pops all his spells, and even if he's stuck in the Chrono, his spells just keep hitting. But now they pick, so this is an offlane DK with the mid invoker. I don't think they needed to do that. I honestly feel like they should just pick the proper offlaner here, and then they could just snowball down the lanes. But
they were so close.
A lot of green coming out.
Snap of approval.
Like the one thing I do approve of it is right. They're facing a techies. They probably know this game is gonna go late, or there is a potential of going super late. So now you have these 3 cores that can just get like super fat. That's quite nice. But other than that, Techie's second pick. I can't believe we have a Techie's game in our first game of the day. This is gonna be interesting. Like this is gonna go like one or two ways, right? This Techie's gonna own, or you're just gonna get stomped.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, one of 3 ways. Or this game is gonna go 90 minutes, and it's just, you know, whoever makes the biggest mistake loses.
Yeah. Then we can start talking about lore and stuff to keep the viewers entertained.
Is that the Techie's Arcana?
No,
it's not.
It is the Techie's Arcana.
Oh yeah. My gosh, so he's got the Techie's Arcana, so obviously he is a Techie's picker. He's even got some gems there.
Techies, not the highest. Or Mr. What is that guy's name again? The Invoker players. Somebody told us how to say his name. I don't remember.
Oh, it's Afrikaans, man. I'm just gonna call him Invoker.
Yeah, he's Invoker, man.
He's level 10, you know, so he's an Invoker spammer. But who isn't these days? And
everybody wants to be like 2015 Rock Lee, you know?
2015, more like 2013 or something. My God. So we have this Techies, right? He's got no clarities. He's got an Orb of Venom, so he's looking to do some right-click harass with his Orb of Venom. And this looks like an aggro tri-lane.
I'm thinking the same thing. You know, this can't be a Bane mid, right? Maybe they're just walking to contest the rune.
Yeah, maybe just to contest the rune. Yeah, the Lesh build for mid.
But ooh. So top lane is going to be like Alter Titan DK, looks like.
Yeah.
Against this faceless Void. I don't think Void's going to have too fun of a time there.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Alter Titan can zone him out pretty easily if he uses his spirits and just right-clicks him. Void can't harass a DK. DK's Breathe Fire is just going to make Void's life miserable for last hitting. I don't think Bane is enough to help support that lane.
To battle.
Looks like we...
Yeah, like Bane is he's a really good laner, right? But I think there's only so much a Bane can do at the end of the...
He's really good versus like... he's really good versus those supports that aren't that like tanky and strong and hit hard. So like Witch Doctors and stuff like that, you can kind of trade with them easily and stuff. But against an Alter Titan, Alter Titan can outrun you and just beat you up. So you gotta worry about that.
Game coming out to a pretty peaceful start. Nobody really making any risky plays for the rune.
Yeah, they're just trading one for one here. Bane was playing safe. He sees nobody waiting for his rune. So up nice and late. And we have a DK, he's got a magic wand, level 1. I'm not exactly sure what you need a wand for in this lane. You're facing a Void Bane, you're not going to get many charges. Prefer to see like a Stout Shield and like a Quelling Blade and just farm in this lane. But maybe he didn't know what he was facing.
And we played against maybe Lesh. It would have been okay having a Quelling Blade, but I don't think Lesh was ever going to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, the magic wand.
They don't really need these wands that early. Not going to give them much value in this lane. The stats is nice, but you could get better items. And in this bottom... This bottom lane
is the one that interests me, yeah.
What does this Techies do here?
Trying to last it. Oh, he gets the deny with 32 damage. Question mark compendium thing as well. So extra BM right there from Jax.
Maybe that's the strat, right? Tilt your opponents.
That is a good strat, I'm not gonna lie.
And I feel like this Invoker is going to have a real rough time with Leshrac mid though. That's the one thing.
Already get the sun up. He has the lightning again. This could be the first blood. Is he going to get it? Oh, the Fairy Fire gets popped and Mr. Invoker survives on literally 15 HP.
That Fairy Fire value, but now he has no regen in this lane. He has to play super safe. Lesh will just spam him constantly if he comes close. And this Invoker is going to struggle here.
Lesh, extremely strong laner. She's just a Leshrac, man. I love this hero right now. The Disco Pony.
Oh, Techie gets the first blood of the suicide.
Oh, wow.
It just trades
I can't believe I missed Techie's first blood. I'm so sad.
Yeah, he was just trading hits constantly. Then eventually, guy realized, oh no, he's in trouble, and then he just suicided on top of him. Gets the kill. So that's a nice pickup for him.
Great stuff for him. 300 damage nuke at level 1. Nothing to scoff at.
Oh yeah, well, it's the highest nuke in the game at level 1, right? There's nothing really that beats that, so...
Yeah. Is it? I think so.
I don't think anything else does 300 damage at level 1. Like, it'll be picked up all the time. And now he's got his mines. He has no regen though, so he can't put too many of them down. But, you know, just put them in the trees. Cut opponents back, diving them.
Top lane's actually going really well for this Void. He's sitting at 12 last hits, 5 denies, 13 last hits now in fact. He's having the best time in this game by quite a margin in fact.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of last hits and he's got that Quinn blade and start shield, right? So he's not too worried about the harass right now. He can tank the creeps a little and his last hitting is super easy with his base damage.
Yeah, going for the Bastion 1 build up next, so he's gonna be like a lot of sustain in the lane as well. He'll be looking good.
Yeah. Oh, Techie's getting gone on bottom.
Alright,
nah, but he'll
Jax is fine. I was just taking a moment to mourn the fact that 1 doesn't give HP regen anymore. So sad. What's one of my favorite things ever. But top lane, there's just action going on though. Outside is really cruising on the Bane. Brain does have Bane Sap, but he's only level 1 and he might be in trouble here. Can they get that one more right click off on him? Yo, boy, jumping in and he might be able to get a return kill. He does. He brings him down. He gets the bash onto the DK as well.
Oh, this
Psycho
DK
damage
knows
is
he's
actually
there.
going ham right now.
Oh, cut through the trees, use a culling blade. Oh, Bane's gonna get away. Could have used his breathe fire to get that kill there.
Pretty big now. Bane got 2 points in Brain Sap. He's gonna sap somebody back up now. He does.
Yeah, that's what you do with Bane, right? You just brain tap your way back to life.
Oh.
Easy time.
Bane is one hero. Like, I think Dota is in a really balanced place right now. But I don't think Bane is actually a balanced hero. I think he's just too strong in what he offers.
I don't think he's that strong. I think he's got his place right, and you need to play him really well. He's all about positioning and all that. If you can position yourself perfectly and get your spells off in fights, yeah, he's really strong. What did I miss?
Mid lane, the guys were literally brawling against each other and they traded 1 for 1. But Leshrac did get the kill on Invoker first, so he does get that XP advantage. Bottom lane, Luna goes down again. Chax putting in work.
Tekis gets the kill on Luna, which is really big.
They're gonna kill 2D here as well. The Orb of Venom is there, taking away. One more right click for Witch Doctor. Nope, not gonna get it. And top lane, there's still action going on. Action all 3 lanes here. And now Bane, he's on the run. 6 seconds before the Brain Sap back up. He's gonna turn, get the sleep off, Invoker Sunstrike off the mark. And he actually does have Brain Sap now. Can we get some bashes from the Void? He first hit bash. Oh, Psycho damage with the place. And now they're trading up with the Dragon Knight. You don't have Brain Sap or anything like that. But can Mr. Psycho damage bash? He's got the 2 points in it. And he does get the bash. Oh my god. Smiley, he's in trouble. Double kill for Psycho. Well, not double kill, but he gets 2 in the lane. That's insane.
Yeah, and that's kind of where you wish you had that start shield. Had to just block some of that damage, just have a little bit more life. He probably would have survived there. Missed the Void with his breathe fire though. Oh my god. Kills everywhere.
Another kill bottom.
It's a kill on Luna. Yeah, this bottom lane with this Techies is actually just earning.
Alright, bow to the F5 gods. They're winning the Techies lane. The lane we said's gonna struggle in the Faceless Void, they're crushing. And Leshrac is doing his thing middle.
We also said that DK is going to be the Void lane, and that didn't happen. So obviously we know nothing, so don't take
We know nothing. That's why we Bluez Cup casters. We're not here to coach the pleb teams. The pleb teams are here to coach us pleb casters, man.
Yeah, that's what it seems like right now. Techies going first item Soul Ring after his boot.
Just what that
pretty standard.
You think we see a Phase Boots Techie for the extra harass damage in the lane?
No, probably not, right? He's probably going to go Mana Boots, is generally the standard. But this Leshrac is having his way with Invoker mid, right? He's 2 levels above him, 22 last hits to the 8 of Invoker. He's having a real good time.
13 denies as well, that's huge.
Yeah, 13 denies. So he, you know, he can just stand in this lane now, be a big bully. This Invoker's gonna need help. I'm not sure who can actually rotate to help him though. They don't really have those supports that want to rotate this early.
And that's the thing when you kind of play this Invoker mode, he doesn't have the best kill potential either.
You kind of rely on your team to make plays around the map so you can get some strike kills. Oh, it looks like Bane's making a rotation onto the Invoker, and he's just having a real rough time.
Oh man, Bastion picking himself up rather than
Which Doctor gets a double stun on two heroes with a double maledict, taking suicide on top of both of them, and they just both die right there. 11-1, the 6-minute mark in this game. And this Techies pick is actually working out.
I've actually missed every kill in the Techies lane. I'm literally so upset with myself though.
Yeah, I'm sure the viewers right now are really happy with how you're doing
They
that.
just play me stream chat, it's okay. There's just so much going on in this game. Like, I'm all to play myself, but there's a lot happening on the map.
Yep, and this left
So I tell
track, he's
myself.
going to take mid tower now at 6 minutes. This is turning into a disaster for the side of Radiant right now. They're just losing towers everywhere, losing all their lanes. They need to switch things up right now because whatever they're doing is not working.
And I'm going to bring it back to this Invoker pick, right? Because you have this sort of very well-rounded draft. You have scaling cores within the Luna and the DK. But now you're sitting with this Invoker, which becomes a very greedy pick against the strong laner that is the Leshrac. It puts your team in a really tough position.
Yeah, like...
Because there's nothing this hero can do. He just has to farm till he has Aghanims.
Yep, basically just farms, and Leshrac's going to find another kill on A here. And this Leshrac, he's just stopping, right? He's got that regen in his bottle now, so he can just go back to full mana and just stay in this lane. This bottom lane, Luna can't do anything. He just gets stunned, maledicted, suicided. Ends up falling. That's kind of dirty combo, right? You get stunned, maledicted, and then just suicide on top. You're basically 100% dead from all that damage. So
500 damage nuke, 6-second silence. That's insane. But in the top lane, they do actually get a return kill onto the Faithless Void, which is a pretty big deal, seeing as he is the second top of net worth. Leshrac is top.
Leshrac's top because he's stopping, but yeah, probably just an Alt Titan stun into a Sunstrike and ends up falling. And look at this Leshrac behind the tier 2 right now, clearing the creep waves, pushing the tier 2 tower. Like, he has
clear the high ground to defend this.
Yeah, he's got nothing to be scared of right now. He knows that the enemy team don't really have the best heroes to rotate. This loot is only level 4, 7 minutes. Ultimate from him. A is only level 5.
Oh, did get the mine lasted on the bright side. They did rotate
middle tower is under
Invoker here. I'm not sure what he's planning to do. I don't see that much kill potential in this lane.
He's got the Cold Snap Meteor. If he does manage to hit it, which is not easy because they don't really have setup for it, can do a lot of damage, but unlikely that's going to happen. Oh my gosh, and the A just runs into the Techies line, doesn't actually attack it and just gets blown up. And there's the flame coming out from the Techies. It's the tilt strat, I'm telling you right now.
Alright, let's check what level Compendium Jack has. He has a 472 Compendium. Okay, that's crazy, dude. He's got enough DM in his tank. Now they get the stun, they get the maledict. There's the flame from the Techies. Yeah, Luna's gonna drop anyway.
Like,
Roka, can he pick himself up a second return kill here though? Nope, Witch Doctor, he's gonna walk it off.
Normally I'd say it's worth it to lose your Techies for their Luna, but your Techies has more net worth than the Luna and more levels. So you're probably not worth it anymore. Like, this Luna is not very farmed. None of them are actually very farmed. The Techies is above everyone else on the enemy team.
Yeah, well, look at the effect on the map. This top lane completely shoved in. Leshrac took this tier 2 to less than half HP before even the 10-minute mark hits by himself. So even just going straight for the Bloodstone this game, he doesn't feel like he needs a use or anything like that. He can just snowball straight off his great start.
Yeah, he's not feeling scared, going straight for the Bloodstone. Generally quite risky, but in this game, he does have things to worry about, right? If he does ever get caught by a stun, plus an A blast and a Sunstrike, he will die. He doesn't have the most amount of life, so he needs to worry about things like that. Right now, feeling confident. Top lane, DK doesn't even have boots. Yes, actually, he went for everything before boots. A little bit interesting.
That is very interesting. He took a value point in stun as well. Probably helped him then for the setup combos.
And this Leshrac, as soon as he sees someone in lane, he just goes. He doesn't even like give them an opportunity to try last hit a creep. He just instantly goes, gets a kill, take his suicide.
Oh, he's a level 10 Leshrac. He's just running at people. 387 movement speed. He's got a TD. And Jackson's baiting up for his teammate, but I think Basito is just going to eat cookie bread up.
Yeah, this Leshrac chase him down, kill him. Which Doctor is
just
there?
Put the hand in the cookie jar. Alright, terrible joke. But I'll take it.
Yeah, it was okay. You know, I'll give it a solid 1 out of 5.
Alright, not the worst joke I've made at 3, but that I can tell you for sure.
Definitely not.
So Void going for Mask of Madness first item. Gets the bashes up here. The A is not actually the damage. He's in trouble. He's just dead.
Yeah, ends up going a little too far. Air blast comes through, gets the kill for him. Luna now has an ultimate at 10 minutes, so she's got a level 6 at the same time as support when we get to level 6, so not doing too good, but now she has the potential to get a solo kill or something to catch up, right? So she uses the ultimate, finds a support to someone's solo.
And there we go, Techies doing his thing bottom again.
Back to the impurities.
Oh,
And they're just roaming around with this Dr. Techies combo, just getting kills everywhere.
It's a 10k net worth deficit 11 minutes in, or probably 9k 11 minutes in. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and like the one mistake I can say from the side. No, actually, never mind. What I was gonna say was completely wrong. Forget about it. I got confused in whose wards were whose wards were whose.
It happens. You can just play the colorblind card. We'll believe you. Boy, he's actually getting caught. Getting in the top lane. Nope, he gets the time war card. He should be alright.
Yeah, small mistake from Luna coming out there. She had Lucent Beam that she could have thrown to stop the Void from jumping, and they would have gotten one extra right click off him. He would have probably died.
Getting caught by Baxter. He has the hatred. He's going to charge his hero down. There comes the Chrono Sphere. Catches 2 heroes. Icebox is there in the backline onto the support, but I don't think Baxter cares. He's doing his thing. He gets 2 heroes, but the Void did fall in the end. Something else here. Invoker making a decision as well, but Witch Doctor ulti is incinerating Kid, and here comes the bait. Gets off the grip onto the Invoker, and that's 4 heroes dead. It's an unstoppable freight train here from F5 right now.
Yeah, they really want to win this tournament. They want that grand prize at the end. They are playing their minds out right now, just killing everywhere, rotating everywhere.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know, this Techie's pick is working.
It is. It's more than just winning a game. It's making a statement, man. Involved in 10 kills, those Techies is. They crushed the Luna AA lane, which is not a weak lane by any means, mind you.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah,
it's been interesting.
It's crazy, and like, now what do you do if you lose this game as a rating? Do you ban Techies? Like, does that feel like it's a worthwhile ban?
I mean, you'd have to first phase the Techies ban, right? Because this is the second big Techies.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's
if you were playing this next game and you were talking to the side of Finest Hour, what did you tell them? Would you tell them to ban the Techies?
I would give them instructions on how to beat a Techies rather than ban it, because it is a really weak hero if you play right against it.
Alright, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Oh, and left track right into the Sunstrike.
Hit into the Sunstrike, and he's gonna go down. That's 1,000 gold in the pocket of the Invoker. And now Witch Doctor, he scores snap on, taking an insane amount of damage here, but he pops a huge magic one. The meatball comes out, not on the market. He's actually getting outplayed here by the 2 supports. He gets the kill in the end, but still goes down.
Oh, they find the Void in the corner here. Do you have what it takes to kill it? Because he is just being...
He's got wolf. He's just whacking these guys.
He's just whacking. DK didn't have stun, and that's just unfortunate, man.
I feel like this Void and DK have been playing like really odd against each other. These heroes don't like have that big kill potential on each other, or they're like playing super overzealous on top of each other. Like this Void died earlier, now the Titan's dying with the DK there. It's really funny.
Yeah, and the side of the Radiants are now in a real pickle, right? Because this bottom lane is Techie's lane. You don't want to go, yeah, there's mines everywhere. You just does a large amount of damage. So now you have to play the other 2 lanes while Techie's gets their free farm bottom. But you're just getting stomped in your other lanes as well. So I'm not really sure how you come back in this game. You need to somehow find off pickoffs, get kills, have your level 10 Invoker here, Invoker spam, and make some plays to just catch his team up. Even skip the Midas, going straight for the Ags.
Yeah, he's sitting 28 CS, 14 minutes in. Does have 6 kills, but also with 5 deaths. He got the 1 kill he got on the left track top gave him about 1,000 gold just from that kill alone. So he's catching up slowly but surely.
Hey, blast into Sunstrike, finds the Techies. They get a nice kill there, so that's extra gold for the Invoker.
They brought down the carry, man. They brought down the carry. Yeah, Invoker just 700 gold off the Aghanims now.
Yeah, the only problem is he's only level 11, so Axe is nice, but you kind of want a little bit more level before you have it.
Void shift Q is really interesting to me, right? He's had this perseverance and Ring of Health in his shift Q the whole time, but it doesn't look like he's going for Battlefield or anything like that.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for
Maelstrom straight.
Yeah, Maelstrom, nice farming item. I don't even know if you need a farming item in this game. I feel like you can kind of just group up soon, take down all the towers, control the map for like another 5 minutes, and then finish the game at the rate it's going. You have an 11k net worth lead in 14 minutes. You're pretty far ahead.
Getting gone on here. Titan sleep save up the carry hero. And we're going to take a lot of damage from the Sunstrike. I think Maelstrom is just like a pretty good item on Void this game, because it is actually a fighting item too, because like magical damage against DK scales really well too.
Yeah, my only thing is I feel like all you need this game is for him to Chronos, right? You don't even need him to do damage. You have more than enough damage coming on the side of your team.
Getting stunned up, getting control outside and sleeping there. The split is coming out, but it's not going to be on the mark.
Yeah, unfortunately, it takes too long for it to go through. He just jumps away.
They have Chronos here. Luna pops the ultimate here in the jungle trying to charge down his heroes, but they're just hiding in the fog. And now they get off the clip on the Luna. Luna taking a lot of damage. Magic comes out. The Witch Doctor surviving, gets on a slither of HP here. Okay, but he gets caught in the backside there. The Chronos here catches to Invoker, getting wailed on by the faces. Void to the back. Not enough. He's actually gets caught by Sunstrike. He gets perfect down. Invoker on a killing spree now in left track. He's tagging up, trying to bring down the... Oh, Oh, the DK, but no, he's forced to deny himself, and that's 3 heroes wiped
Radiant's
out.
top tower is
Big
under
team
attack.
fight win for the Radiant.
Maybe a little bit too aggressive there, and that is one of the weaknesses of techies, right? Is when you're fighting, you're generally fighting 4v5 because your techies is off doing something else. But even if you're ahead, that net worth, you know, from the techies at 5.6k is not actually in the team fight with you.
1300 gold
top
swing, but
tower has fallen.
the deficit is just getting bigger. Techie split pushing top, clearing up waves, shoving in the lane, actually gets the tier 2 tower, but all the outer towers are taken from the side of the Radiant.
Yeah, they're just getting a large amount of towers, they control the map, so they're 100% gonna outfarm their opponents. And right now this Luna's trying to get his Mask of Madness, like all he has is trades right now, he needs to be finding kills, catch up.
And now, Leshrac, he's in no man's land, and he's going to be cautious. No defensive items, 3 heroes surrounding him. Can they turn on this Leshrac? There comes the tornado. He has to start following up. Soundtrack comes out. There's a deafening block. 1 more, 2 more hits is more than enough to bring down the Leshrac, and that's a huge kill on the top net worth hero in the game.
Yeah,
but again,
only 6
the net
Bloodstone
worth difference
charges
is
left.
not getting smaller.
Losing those Bloodstone charges though, right? He went for the Bloodstone to snowball, losing those charges, not snowballing, and that can become a real concern for your team.
Yeah, because it just becomes a lump of gold after a while. It's not really doing much for the team in the bottom. Witch Doctor finds a... Man, this Witch Doctor is such a slave. 9, 1, and 7 right now.
Yeah, Invoker does find him though.
Cooldown.
He's gonna do the jukes around the
Oh, I think Witch Doctor's gonna perish. Huge Sunstrike.
Yeah, this Invoker seeming to be the last resort to the side of Radiant Show, finding kills all over the place.
No detection, but the
Leshrac. Oh no, they've got
sentries.
sentries. Yeah, so they find him, end up taking him down. Leshrac gets a nice Bloodstone charge, lots of gold for him. Gets a 5 kill streak off the Invoker. It's a good pick off, and like Invoker's the hero you need to kill, right? You kill Invoker, you can kind of go high ground.
So we actually have a 42 kill game in 17 minutes. We've got a lot of active games recently, but I think this one takes the cake.
It's pretty close. I don't know if it takes the cake, but yep, a lot of kills in this game. We had one crazy one the other day that was just an insane amount of kills, but I can't remember what it was. The exact.
I think it was a Goliath game if I remember correctly.
Cannot remember, but yeah, lots of kills this game, lots of action, but the side of the Dire firmly control the map right now. And the side of Radiant is just scared to go off the map, right? These supports are just so poor, but they need to be buying sentries and stuff to deal with these techies mines, so they can't leave their base. Luna's still trying to farm up items, doesn't have control of the Ancients anymore, so she can't even farm those to catch up.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not just the supports that are poor. But Luna's still trying to farm up a MOM 18 minutes into the game. Not the easiest situation for her to be in either.
And we see DK has a Blade Mail, so you don't really see DK as good Blade Mail first time, but this game it feels like he needs it. I don't think Blade Mail works against techies mine. Doesn't reflect back on techies.
I'm not completely sure. Middle lane. To get the grip of the Luna, where's the follow-up? Bane is here by himself, but there's Witch Doctor throwing out the ulti. Deathward gonna bring down Luna. Bane does get caught in the something, throwing out the splitter as well. Should be enough. Bring down Bane, and Bane is gonna be the first one to fall for the side of the Dire. And now Basseter taking a lot of damage here from the Dragonite. The Blade Mail going to work, but they find the Invoker in the backline. And now Dragonite, he's going to do 3 heroes. The matter is there, the stuns is there, and the Dragonite, he's gonna perish. Other Dragon gets a stun on the 2 heroes, but his team is dead. Tweety, he's on the run too. Basseter doesn't want to chase up the high ground though.
Yeah, gets nice 3 kills for 1 Bane there, so they're probably going to push high ground here. Not much left of a defense from the side of the Radiant. They do have the ult time speeding up. Can slow it down a little bit. Air blast can also slow it down a little bit, stop them from hitting.
Jax, he gets hit by that. Is it enough to take him down?
Not even close. He needs like another spell to hit him before that goes. And this is the power Leshrac, right? He can just push off in every single fight.
Somebody must micro that courier, man. That feels bad, man.
Maybe it was a courier bait, right? It's the chicken strap, right? First you feed them, then you eat them.
Oh. Literally in this case because they fed them the crow.
The chicken.
Boyd, what is he working towards next? His shift Q is pretty wild. I don't think he's gonna go for the maybe complete up Mjolnir. I think he has enough damage, so this guy's hitting pretty damn hard.
Yeah, I don't even think you need to finish up the lightning item. Gosh, I can't say that word.
Thor's hammer.
Thor's hammer. Like, you can just go BKB here or anything else and just kind of finish the game off, you know, build a bit defensive. You guys aren't lacking damage. So the only thing you gotta worry about is not feeding your opponents.
True, that is a very good point. I think Complexity Kyle was talking about this the other day in one of the games, right? He says when you're ahead, you don't actually need to focus on buying damage items because you're already ahead. All you have to do is survive in these fights because you're so high leveled, you scaled better, you will do the damage in the fight. You just need to stay alive and make sure your opponents can't kill you to catch up.
Yeah, and then he said that if you're behind, you shouldn't be building defensive because you can never catch up, and you should be building aggressive to try to get those kills to catch up.
Yeah.
where in a lot of the cases you kind of see the exact opposite, right? When you're ahead, you just build more damage, and when you're behind, you build more defensive. So maybe something to learn here.
Definitely. Actually, something I think I need to try implementing my pops, because when you're losing a game, you just go into the mentality where you're like, okay, I'm behind now, I'm dying a lot, I need a BKB, I need a Linkens, I need something like that. But the case is like, you're gonna die anyway, right? You try to bring people down with you, you know?
Yeah, like, and if you do get that BKB, what are you gonna do? You do no damage now, like, that doesn't accomplish anything. So he has a point. There are probably other situations and more complicated reasons why you got items, but general rule, I guess. And right now,
like what Chax is doing here, he's got like this whole bottom lane mined up in different stages. This lane will never.
Yeah, unless a hero actually runs down this lane and right clicks every single mine, like this lane will just never push, unless you leave it for like a good 10 minutes or something.
Sitting at 87 losses, so he's farming a lot, but not that much. Got a big dagger now.
And we see Leshak soloing Roche right now. I don't think you can take Roche as a Lesh. Waiting for that
Void's gonna come in with his master madness.
No, he went for the lightning hammer, Thor's hammer, whatever you want.
Thor's hammer. Witch Doctor farming by the tier 3s casually. Not a worry in the world.
Yeah, on the side of
he bangs here with a super long range beam up. There comes the Maledict. But there's no get there. You know, she just gets incinerated. Hey, throws on the block, but just onto with the Maledict, man.
And that's a bit of a worry, right? When two supports can kill your carry right in front of your own base and there's nothing you can really do about it. You're in a bit of a trouble.
And it wasn't even like a stretch kill, right? We talked to Dr. Ward for a little bit, and it was like, okay, you can't stop now.
Yeah, it's guaranteed.
The Maledict is there. It's gonna die anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That was a super long range grip with the Aether Lens. It's
the range is ridiculous with the Aether Lens.
And the talent as well.
That happened today to me in a pub and I was quite upset. The Leshak, pretty farm, got the Aegis, got his Bloodstone shot, just has his use for more survivability. He's even got the Arcane Rune bottled, so we're looking at the side of Dire now, going for a push.
Man, it just feels so rough. I feel like a Radiant hero hasn't been able to leave the base in a good 5 minutes or so.
I think it's been longer than 5 minutes, like almost 10 minutes to be honest. And this Void is not even middle, right? They only have 3 heroes middle, so the side that Radiant should know this. They can see the Void. They should know Techies is playing bottom, so...
Witch Doctor gets popped. Sunstrike doing the job there.
Invoker finding the kills. He's been finding a lot of Sunstrike kills, right? And a lot of kills in this game, but it's just not enough to keep his team in this game. They need to be finding team fights. They need to be killing like the whole enemy team, or at least 3 heroes without losing anyone to catch up. Because they're 25k net worth behind right now.
I mean, he's sitting on 7.8k net worth. But 5% Witch Doctor is at 8.4.
Yeah. So it's not a good sign.
Yeah, not at all.
And this Witch Doctor actually has his whole Agnum's career.
Somebody else died now as well.
Radiant's middle tower.
Making a play on Leshak. He's got Aegis though, and they're throwing a lot of spells.
They pop the Aegis. Throw out the splitter, they throw out the Luna out.
Radiant's bottom
A lot
tower.
of things to do, but Leshak doesn't have any. He has to use, but he hasn't popped any time. He's gonna pop it down, but Void gets a 4 hero bonus kill. Now the Thunder gets thrown on next. Look at that magic damage. Lightning all around from the Leshak, from the Mjolnir. And 4 heroes gonna drop. 2 buybacks come out from the Dragon and the Invoker, but can they hold on to the base is the question. Focus here, he's trying to do the things to the Void, but Void, he gets off his sleep. It's 6 ticks of dilation onto the Invoker. Void taking a lot of damage there from Sunstrike, but he's just gonna time walk it off. A blast comes out. He's onto a couple of heroes, forcing the Dire side back. Only a range Rax was claimed, but
Range Rax have 2 buybacks from your calls. Yeah. It's looking very dire for the Radiant. All we can say here. I'm sure that joke has been used way too many times by casters, but you know, sometimes it works.
By us in particular.
Oh gosh, so this Leshak now has a BKB, so he has almost nothing to fear, right? Invoker's kind of useless versus him, other than right clicks. Luna right now has no right click damage, right? He's all about his spells because he just has no farm.
Void has BKB now as well, and I don't think there's anything besides the Radiant can do if these heroes walk up now with the next bonus there.
Has fallen.
And looks like the bottom, and he's dead. Logan picking himself up another Sunstrike kill.
They have this nice cute little combo with the snipe, right? The tornado to air blast and the Sunstrike. They can just snipe supports, but you are using a lot of spells to kill one support.
Hey, this Witch Doctor is a carry right now. He's 1149, higher net worth than your Invoker, okay?
Yeah, but I feel like you need to be killing 2-3 heroes in this game to make it up for it. Like you gotta use your spells efficiently right now when you're behind like this.
I mean, if you're catching the Lesh in those combos, it's much better.
Yeah, if you're killing Lesh. Well, Sunstrike goes through BKB, A block, kind of doesn't, so, you know. Maybe you can kill him. All the Titan Earth Splits. I don't think the damage goes through when you have an BKB. Oh no, it does. It actually does. So they do have the ways to kill him. Yeah, for Splitter.
Yeah, Splitter goes through.
So they do have a lot of damage to actually kill him through this BKB if they manage to hit him without popping these duels. Ooh, they find A blast on the base. He's definitely gonna fall here. Yep. A finding a kill, getting the applause from his Invoker. And looks like the side of the Radiant Dire right now kind of just don't know how to actually finish this game off, right? They need another couple Raxes, and I think the best way for them to finish this game is go with this Chrono now. As soon as the Bane's up, find a pick off onto that Invoker, because he just bought back in the previous fight, so you can't buy back, and then they just go high ground.
Yeah, I think with the BKB on the two cores, like, the Radiant just can't fight them, I don't think.
Yeah, not unless huge mistakes come out of the side of the Dire. But the tech is he hasn't left bottom lane in like forever. He's just putting Manja, just farming away, getting his levels. There's nothing to worry about.
The only time he leaves bottom lane after suicide, he goes back to base and he just TPs straight back there. I don't think. Oh, he did play top 4 a little bit in this game.
For a little, but majority of the game he's been bottom.
33 seconds.
33. That is pretty precise.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
0.75. I'm just kidding. So now it's still farming up, waiting for the Banes to respawn. He's gonna TP back to mid.
Yeah, they should just group up now, right? There's no reason to be farming anymore. You're 33k net with the head, like, you don't even get into that 50k net with the head or anything like that. You can finish the game. Your Void can pretty much kill any hero he wants. Besides, maybe the DK he'll struggle to kill, but other than that,
I don't know if he will. He's got full Mjolnir. He went for the time lock damage, which is magical damage. So if he bashes, he's 225 damage on this Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is tanky, but I don't think he can survive through this.
I don't like that time lock damage talent that he took. I don't think it's necessary. I actually think it's one of the worst talents on Void, right? Like if you actually calculate, it's 100 time lock damage, right? So you get 100 damage, but what is your chance of bashing? 25%, so it's actually only 25 bonus damage, technically. And your level 10 talent is 20 damage. So is it really that good? And it's magical damage.
The one lane fights on the kick off the bike. But they're actually taking a lot of damage, but here comes the corner switch. Doing insane amount of water. Yes, but Dane is eating through heroes right now. 3. Then make that for A, the sole survivor with his buyback, and there's no other buybacks available. So this might just be clutch time for the side of the Dire. Can they end this game? I think they can. Void jumping in. He's going to get those hits off. No bashes are needed even. And that's a triple kill for Sacco Dine.
Yeah, and I think this is a GG right now. The next hero to spawn is the Luna, 24 seconds, but he can't do anything alone. This is going to be bottom racks. They're just going to go straight for the top racks afterwards.
Radiant's bottom barracks has
he's
fallen.
cleaning up these racks with the mines. And this is Mega Creep for sure. If they want to end the game, they can make the attempt to.
But I think they should go for the Mega Creep sure. They could try in the game, but I feel like Mega Creeps would have been the safer play.
I think he's going to start the bombs outside of base. They can never leave. Oh no, he didn't do it.
He needs the Ags, you know.
For the tier 4s. Okay, this guy's a pro.
He put the meat hammer, but you know, they use the fort, so... Feels bad, man.
That is a real feels bad.
And now they're deciding to go for top, which is the correct play.
Are under attack.
Tier 4s are just a little bit too tanky right now.
No, I feel like if they committed for that play, it's fine. This game is over, okay? There's nothing to stress about for these lads.
Hey man, you never know. There could be like a 5-man wipe right now into another one, and then another one, and maybe 3 more after that, and then back in the game.
Then Shrek is charging on 0, dead, ED dead, everybody's dead.
Yeah, and I just feel like this Invoker played really well this game, right? But the draft became too greedy once you picked it up. So if you were planning to pick up the Invoker, you should have planned your draft around that rather than having 3 greedy cores.
Yeah. Because like a Dragon Knight for play, it works if your other cores is like, let's say, Razor and Gyro Couple, right?
Yeah, 100%.
3 heroes who actually do things then, not if your cores is Luna and Invoker who just want to farm. Well played, guys. Still no GG core. They're gonna let the throne die.
Yeah.
Good old school.
Old school mentality, you know. Never give up until your throne is dead. And then they call the GG. Oh no, that's the Void body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still not gonna end the game.
And it's the Void calling us, not even the right team, so...
Yeah.
A little bit of a BM.
Oh, they're gonna kill them. Oh, let's get some Lickard. Don't worry, please support cut the space. And that's how interesting game 1. Very convincing performance from Empire.
Yeah, it was quite a one-sided affair. I just feel like the side of the Radiant draft is a little too greedy.
Yeah, we'll see what they bring to the fray in the second game.
I'm far past physical with you. I mean it both. See in my heart it bends for you. I adore you. I dream I know deep of my feelings for you. Watch them grow, perceive, devote. This is the seed, like the show. Watch them grow.
You only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to
Bring them to the slaughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine. All the people ain't happy, and the river has run dry. You thought you could go free, but that system is done for. If you listen real closely, there's a knock at your front door. You'll never get free. Lamb to the slaughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? When there's blood in the water.
What? You're fucking insane, dude. Just wiped it.
Another dollar in your pocket. Now I am the violin.
into a Sunstrike cold feet proc. Yoda blinking forward now. Sorry, time lapse forward. Gonna get Surge up, taking a lot of damage over time damage from the backline. The 66 takes the big tornado combo. The boat as well coming in, doesn't connect, but it's is not needed because the Kontinuum on the team is
okay, all things considered, the tri lane he's played against, but like you said, the support's not offering any support here in the bottom lane, and now TH is trying to dive again, but now they make the decision, they get the move onto Crystal Maiden under the tower, sorry, onto Templar Assassin, I mean, but does she get a refraction off? No, but she's gonna run it off, she'll be fine. Crystal Maiden trying to chase, but in the back line, here comes in the Witch Doctor trying to bring down Storm, but the repel is there, but it's not enough, he's gonna go down as well. Fourth time this game, they get a return kill onto the Witch Doctor, but looks like TA, she wants to re-engage, she comes in with refraction, doing the DP to the Crystal Maiden. Is it enough? Oh, the last hit.
Okay, open wounds and Enrage already used. Rage, sorry, not Enrage, that's Ace's ability. From DT, gonna bring them back right now. Ravage a bit late as the Dream Tunnel connects. He's gonna snap as well as they bring back the RP with the Skewer. The Otzi, he's gonna try and fight this right now. Buybacks from Lifestealer and Bane. Evolution looking to just take objectives. Will they disengage? They're gonna sneak up Void right now. Pack in the middle of a lot of trouble. It's got a lot of escape though, gonna get up. Age is still available on Void right now. Rishi is going for the right click.
Wants to kill him as Invoker right now.
I think the best play right now for Ramsey is to just get all the tier 2s out, go Roche, and immediately push high ground. He's so far ahead right now that really can't afford to do risky plays like that.
2D, he's actually making them work for this one. The high block is coming top and Biden up to 2 brings down the quilt. If 2D's still alive, he's gonna get the kill at the range game. Biceps, the last one left, he's also really low with the Frost Blast. Great stuff from FTD.
Only know you love her when you let her go. Whoa.
Dire team ban. Radiant team Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
And we're back for the second game. So we see same bans coming up from F5 here. And finest hour, the hero they decided to respect ban was the Faceless Void, in fact.
No, they're leaving the techies. Maybe they have a plan for it this time. If this side of F5 decide to go for techies again. I don't know, the techies had quite a good game that game, so maybe they feel confident picking it again.
Radiant
I don't know, also saying in chat that yesterday in the quarterfinals they were using that strat as well, so it is something they're definitely comfortable with.
Yeah, so it's definitely something they like to run, but there are ways around it. So maybe just think about a solution to that problem if it happens. Finest are picking up the AA this time. So Finest are, they had AA in the last game, so they pick up AA again. AA did some work in the last game, managed to get some long range snipes. So if they pick up the Witch Doctor, they're gonna go take his second pick, right?
So
there it is.
What you told me between the games, your idea of the how to counter those techies combo was actually pretty cool. You want to share it with the stream, guys, or you want to keep these guys strats going?
In the last game, it was pretty easy, right? You had the Luna already, right? So now you know what their combo is. It's basically Witch Doctor stun into Maledict with Teki Suicide on top. So all you do is you pick some sort of defensive support like Shadow Demon, which combos really well with Luna. Your Shadow Demon just sits behind your Luna in the trees, always in range for the banish, and as soon as the Witch Doctor goes on your Luna, you just banish the Luna as soon as the Suicide comes in. Techies wastes all his spells, gets on half-life, your Luna gets a free kill, doesn't lose any life, and then you can just snowball like that. And then you have the Shadow Demon Luna combo in the late game to just push down towers through the Techies' minds anyway. So there are ways around it, you can think of creative ways to just beat this, but they did pick up the AA here, so that kind of puts them in a position where you don't really want to be running Shadow Demon unless you run it as a 4. Pick up the Sand King.
Yeah. I got a Sand King now as well, so they can just walk through that lane and start killing the techies and Witch Doctor.
Yeah, I feel like another solution to that lane, right, is you just kill them. You don't let them initiate on you with the Witch Doctor stun, you just initiate onto them and just blow up the Witch Doctor or the techies right in the beginning, and then that lane just becomes anyway. So there are like ways you've got to play aggressive that you can't let them get their combo off, right? You got to stop them from doing their combo in some way.
100% agree with you there. That's why I keep him around. You see that expert analysis from my ex-Masters mania, and this time I'm not even saying that with a grain of salt.
You could just pick like a carry Omni-Knight, right? Just put your repel on and hit the creeps, and there's nothing they can do to you. That's another thing. Carry Omni-Knight's actually pretty good versus techies, right? You repel yourself and just go hit the towers through the mines. Like, nothing to worry about.
Omni-Knight, what a hero, but his talents for core is like really good. And like some of the offlane players would even they get a good game, they just go carry Omni-Knight. Anyway, you see like Radiant, Sanjay, and Yasha come out from them. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and they just run after you and beat you down. That hammer.
Yeah, then you take that Degen Aura and talent, and nobody can run away from it.
Yeah, and then go for the left rack again. So going for a very similar draw coming from F5 here. Well, actually the exact same draft, right?
Yeah.
And we see an Undying pick, so looks like Undying sanking dual or sanking AA, dual aggressive lane. Like they can be very, very aggressive with these three heroes, right? They can put so much pressure on their opponents, and they need to, right? Because they know this Witch Doctor takes is going to put pressure on your carry, so you need to be aggressive.
This Undying pick is like slowly been coming back, because all these like dual lane with dual lane actions. I mean, he's the king of these like aggressive lanes, right?
Yeah, you
in terms of laning presence.
Spam that decay crazy at level 1. Once they're on like 300 max HP, your core just throws a nuke or something, hits them twice, and you get a free kill. He's really strong in the early game, and mid game he's pretty decent. He does fall off in the late game, but he offers a lot early game for your lanes.
They buffed a lot of his talents as well for the later portions of the game, which is pretty cool. So he does scale a bit.
Yeah, you can get those tombstones. On death, he's got a resurrection talent, I think. You know, just tombstones everywhere, zombies just hitting everything, and techies, you know, can't really deal with zombies, neither can Witch Doctor. Leshrac, you know, you have to right click every single zombie. It's not really Leshrac's strength, so. And they don't have.
Yeah, they completely magic immune now. It's pretty cool. You can't even cleave them or anything anymore, right?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, you can't cleave them anymore. Like Luna can deal with them, right? She's got those glaives that bounce. So that's one way. Yeah, I like this Dirge pick. Gives him some aggression. And then we see a Weaver come out, so Weaver's just like, it's not good versus sanking, but it's really good against the other two, right? Undying can't do anything versus Weaver. AA just dies to Weaver every time. You can time lapse through AA's ulti, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I like Weaver in the sense that also like he's like an independent laner, so whatever other support you pick, he can just go around and do his thing, and Weaver can just sit and farm. Pretty relaxed as well. And they went for Monkey King, yo, what?
Yeah, Weaver also hits the tombstone. And then you pick Monkey King. So I like this Monkey King pick in the sense that you can be very aggressive into your, like, the Witch Doctor techies, right? You can just put your Chilling Touch on the Monkey King and you just go and hit them. And as soon as they start to try to go on you, you throw your stun and you just beat them. You get that 5 steal, which is really good versus Maledict. And you just get all your life back and you like 3-shot these targets.
5
so
seconds
I like the pick. As long as you get your... It's not very good versus Weaver, though. Weaver's bugs is really good versus Monkey King. You get those bugs on him, you can see him jump into the trees, beat him down.
Yeah.
So there's strengths and weaknesses.
MK like probably go like over Venom or something in lane, so if he gets a couple of hits off, he'll just be able to chase these heroes. So it's not a bad pick in the lane.
Yeah, it also gives them a little bit more control, right? Because all they had for stun was sanking, now they got the Monkey King. I don't even know what that stun's called. Bound to Strike, that's what it's called actually. So I do know. My brain is just lagging, you know.
To quote my boy Damien, he said, he does know every spell in the game, as long as he has time to think about it.
Yeah. That is true.
The Invoker did get respect banned. I think rightfully so. He played, I think in the laning stage he struggled quite a lot, but in the later stages of the game, I thought he played very well on the Invoker.
Yeah, he struggled really hard versus Leshrac, right? And if you're going to pick Invoker again into Leshrac, you're going to know this Leshrac's going to have a good lane. So probably wouldn't have been the pick, even though he did really well later. He does need a hero that can actually contest against this Leshrac in the lane. Like, you don't want this Leshrac snowball like he did in the last game. Goes for Ember, I don't think that's the play. I think Leshrac has way too much damage.
Pick.
I think Leshrac has way too much damage to go through Ember. Like, even if you have your Flame Guard on, Leshrac can still just spam out the creep wave, and then the Flame Guard ends, and then you just play aggressive into the Ember. Like, unless you get caught out.
Also a naturally fast hero, right? So you can just like outrun the Ember as well if you start chasing.
Yeah, Leshrac with those 4 legs is just incredibly
10
fast.
seconds remaining.
Runs like a horse, you say.
Yeah, runs like a deer.
5 seconds remaining.
So I was gonna say, you know, we're calling me Invoker Man, right, and stuff. It's not because we don't like you, Mr. Whatever your name is. We just can't say your name. So.
Just can't say your name.
I don't know.
Lewis. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Man, I barely passed Afrikaans in school, so don't give me Afrikaans.
Alright. So we've got a minute left for F5 Gaming. What do they need here? They need a second support, right?
Yeah, second support. Maybe, yeah, probably second support. Something that just offers maybe more control. You know, all they have is Witch Doctor stun and Leshrac stun, not the best control right now. So anything with an instant stun is quite nice. Maybe you can pick something that counts as Ember Spiritual. Is really good. I'm not really sure what that is.
I mean, you could see a Bane again. You go and enfeeble Ember level 1 mid, and the game's just over.
Yeah, Bane's really strong.
Could be nice. It's some push as well.
Yeah, it's
with
really
the
good
Leshrac.
tower push. So you can attack the Tombstone with your wards if you really want to, but you don't need to.
You also can combos with the Stickies play. Shackles last really long.
And they go for the Shadow Fiend. So to support Leshrac this game in mid Shadow Fiend, they changed it up a little bit.
Alright. So I was speaking to TKC about the intricacies of this Ember Spirit versus Shadow Fiend lane, but this was a while ago. I remember before, you could, at like level 3, if you get it decent enough timing with Ember Spirit, there was times you could make plays onto Shadow Fiend, right?
Yeah, because he had to triple raise you to get rid of your shield. But now with the
the mid lane is really small, right? So how can you just charge on the Shadow Fiend early on? Can you still do that?
I have no idea. I haven't seen this lane played out in a long time. I feel like Shadow Fiend comes ahead in this lane, right? Ember always loses mid. Like, that's not the strength of the hero.
It's rough for him.
The strength of Ember is once you hit that level 6, you have so much kill potential all across the map that you go around with the teammates and just go kill across the map, and that's how you get your farm.
Yeah, that is very true. So he's catch up really good with the kill mechanics, but he also in the later portions of the game he farms really nice because he has that sort of like global split push. He can build like really versatile, even like Merchant builds with like a Veil. He can go like Battle Fury, or almost always get CP boots. So it doesn't matter if he has bad laning stage. If you can stay in the game long enough, you will start winning at some point, or have a game at least on it.
There is one problem with the side of the die heroes, right? Which heroes can hit the techies' mines? Only one is AA, right? He's the only one that can hit the remote mines.
Prepare for battle.
But going high ground might be a bit of a struggle.
Well, last game that wasn't an issue for them, right? Because they never got the chance to hit the high ground.
Oh, they barely got a chance to leave their base.
Feels bad, man. But this is a new game, a fresh game. Maybe this time they have the strategy to deal with the techies combo. They don't have to see the Leshrac mini. Will be a support Leshrac, so I don't know. It could be a great game. It could be a stomper game. We don't know, lad. We don't know. But from the draft perspective, I think it's a bit wonkier from both teams this time, right?
Yeah, Weaver going into lane without any regen, which is quite interesting. He is facing a Sand King.
This is like a... He supports forgot to put him tangos, dude.
Why are your supports pulling a carry tangos? He tangos himself.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. It's like standard mid lane item build.
Maybe he's not worried about getting harassed in the lane. Maybe he feels like SK can't harass him. But I feel like SK hits level 2, 3, he can start throwing burrow strikes into him.
Well, at some point, Sand King will, like, let's say he doesn't get harassed for the first 1 or 2 levels, right? And once Sand King starts getting caustic stacks up and he starts shoving in the waves into your tower, just tanking creeps alone is enough to warrant a set of tangos.
Yeah. Especially when you're playing a hero like Weaver, right? You don't really want to tank creeps.
Definitely.
You just can't. Weaver's gonna go for the play for this Sand King's rune. Does he get it? Yeah, he outclicks him.
Oh, what a player.
Gets the bounty rune. There's the wall plate from his Witch Doctor, you know. He's like, yes, I'm getting free gold. My carries are actually helping.
I was checking if Witch Doctor has the companion for his applause. I wish we could use the sound wheel as casters. That would be so cool, dude.
I feel like that'll be quite tilting. Like, I won't lie, I would get tilted.
So Shadow Fiend got a good block at start off, gets his first last hit. I was watching a game of, I can't remember what is the lad's name, one of these super high MMR EU players. He went, so Shadow Fiend was the opponent's hero, so he had the 2 mangoes. He bought a null talisman to start and he went raise level 1 and he was just triple raising the guy out of the lane. That's pretty interesting.
Oh, that sounds so toxic, man.
Yeah.
And he's got the raises now. Oh, and Rukulus is in trouble here. He gets the triple raise off here.
Damn. Psycho damage with the plays.
Yeah, he's like, this time I'm just going to stomp you again middle by killing you over and over again.
He already started off to a great start. I think it's 6 last hits. He gets the first blood, and man, Shadow Fiend getting a start like this. I mean, he's not a solely snowball hero, but he's a hero that really benefits from a great start, I think.
Yeah, getting first blood gives you full souls straight away, so he doesn't have to worry about last hitting creeps now. And this Ember Spirit doesn't have a start shield in this lane. Like, doesn't feel like the value of blocking damage is worth it in this lane, and just shows this SF is just right clicking him out of this lane now. He can't even get close to the creeps. This SF can now just deny every single creep, last hit every single creep. Complete control.
Yeah, I mean, your biggest advantage in this matchup is in the beginning stages of the laning stage, and when you're dropping first blood like that, you put in such a difficult position.
Yeah, this SF's gonna hit like level 5 or something before hit like level 3, or when you level 3 or 4, and you're just gonna raise away your shield every single time. You're not gonna be able to farm, and you're gonna.
Yeah, and you see the top lane already going. It's going a bit better for the side of Finest Hour this time. Monkey King getting a decent amount of CS and harass. Not really getting gone on here.
Yeah, the Witch Doctor
Jack's actually playing by himself now.
Completely left the lane.
Rotation.
Yeah, this SF's gonna need to get harassed by someone now, right? And dying comes, throws a bunch of decays on him, maybe just help out his Spirit a little bit.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend got like
throws the tombstone
cookie
down.
break going under the tower. The tombstone. If they feed this away, it's a lot of gold for Shadow Fiend. Then tower's gonna get it.
Yeah, tower ends up getting the tombstone. It's unfortunate. That's like 160 gold or something, killing it.
Yeah. Not sure why he put the tombstone so close to the
Oh, and
tower.
Weaver finds a kill on the Sand King.
Oh, he did buy a region after all.
Yeah, he
eventually
probably brought himself region with the courier. SF is like, I don't need the courier, boys. This lane going good.
Still hanging around here in the bottom middle lane.
Oh, it looks like they're making the same
There's
play.
the Maledict, and he's gonna be in big trouble. Maledict should just take him away. The Monkey King, maybe he can get a return kill. He doesn't have his boots just yet, so gonna lag behind. No boots, and then nothing really to chase heroes down with.
Yeah, and they end up finding the kill. So this lane seems like they're just gonna repeat this combo: stun Maledict into Witch Doctor into Suicide, same amount of damage. Monkey King can't really deal with that. Neither can AA. So you need to play aggressive into this. They don't really have a setup to play aggressive.
It is quite a curious situation. I think I would like to see like maybe like a Chaos Knight or something come out with a Ancient Apparition, and then you have like sort of catch and just pull one of these heroes in and just kill them every time.
Yeah, definitely something that just be aggressive. Because right now, like you need your Monkey King to get boots and all the venom or something to start chasing down heroes. AA is putting some pressure. Witch Doctor almost gets the kill. Witch Doctor attacks and he would have gotten him, but to get the kill. But he is making space for his Monkey.
Then there comes the raise. The triple raise is there. Bluez surviving on a sliver of HP.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Now this lane is like, it's not fun at all.
And now this is where SF gets even
Dire's
stronger.
middle
Now
tower
he's got his
is
boots,
under
so he has a
attack.
movement speed advantage over his opponent. So if his opponent ever comes too far forward, you run in, you get the triple raise.
It's like 230 damage, ignoring the bonus stack.
Yeah, bonus. If you get the triple raise off this Ember,
Yeah.
regardless, triple raise plus 2 attacks, this Ember's dead, regardless if he has a shield on.
Doctor back in the top lane. Let's see. Try for play on Monkey King. No real targets to get him chain stunned with.
Yeah, and I'd like to see this Monkey King play more aggressive.
Dire's
Yeah, like get
middle
his tree
tower
dance
is
at like
under
level
attack.
4 or 5 and just jump onto this Doctor and start killing him. Like you know the Suicide's gonna come out, and here they go for the combo again. Doesn't get the stun off in time.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's impossible.
Rough stuff, man. That lane is not fun for anybody.
Yeah,
Bottom lane, we were having a time of his life as well. Farming pretty damn well. 27 losses, 10 denies. Struggling a little bit. Got his level 3 though.
He's getting the levels. The lane gets easier for Sand King over time, right? Once you start getting those core knowledge stacks up, he did go for level Sand with level 3. Don't know how I feel about that. The burst strike is pretty strong.
I'll take that.
But he's just not harassing.
He's throwing you. Is they gonna miss the stun?
Oh,
Dying does go down. Oh,
Sand King can turn around. Weaver's gonna chase him down.
Got the Saguchi in 2 seconds. Miley, he might be in trouble. And I think he just goes down. Yeah, it's a double attack. Oh, he's still standing. Alright, this Sand King is tanky AF, dude.
Yeah, one charge is saving his life there. And looks like this Monkey King got comboed again. But he might not fall yet. Nah, he doesn't fall.
Oh, he's good.
Good, should bring himself a salve or something now on the courier. Stay in the lane.
We talked about that stun again. He's gonna hit level 4 now, so the stun has extra bounces. Gives him an extra advantage. Jack got his level 2 now in Mines.
The real problem now is
yeah.
this level 5 Ember Spirit versus level 7 SF, but nothing he can do until he hits level 6. And then he's still gonna need a support rotation to come in as well to make.
He's completely controlling all the ruins. He picked up Ace Ruin earlier, and now he picked up his regen ruin, and like he's just dominating right now.
Yeah, he's his net worth. He's triple his opponent's net worth, right?
Playing, they actually bring down the Witch Doctor.
Takes him to tower 6 minutes.
He does have the time lapse. Does he have? He's gonna be forced to use it. But now Sakushi's on cooldown for 10 seconds. He kind of misplayed a little, and now stun is gonna be available from Sand King in just 2 seconds available. They actually get back to the and they bring down the Weaver. That's a big kill for the side of the Dire.
Yeah, Weaver going a bit greedy with his build, maxing out Swarm and only getting 1 level in G, so if you do get caught out.
Oh wow.
Like
that is an interesting build.
They found the combo on the Witch Doctor top again, getting a free kill.
Dire's
And
middle
SF has just
tower
pushed
is
down the
under
tier 2 again. 7 minutes, hitting this tier 2. Ember can't do anything. He needs rotation from his team. He's super out of position, right? So if you get rotations from your team, like at least 2 supports, you can get a kill here and help your Ember out.
And that's hurt SF a lot because in that time he loses his souls, he's not farming.
Looks like the Sanking's gonna try and make a play, but he might have gone a little bit too early.
They do have a chance. Remember? They might actually get the Shadow Finger. That's a huge kill for them. Ember picks up that kill. Gonna get his 6 now as well. And the bottom side of the map, they trade for the Undying again.
Yeah, they make a huge 3-man rotation mid. Undying overstays his walk on bottom, gets low. They did kill the SF, which is a... Like, I'm surprised he got so little gold, right? He only got 269 gold for killing SF, which is like triple his net worth. So.
Yeah, this SF is huge right now. Yeah, it's more than double.
It's like triple, dude.
Dude. Did we just say dude 6 times in a row there?
Yeah, probably.
Turned into the stoner cast, boys.
It looks like Weaver just gonna run out. They tried to make a play on him. Ember misses the triple raise. I mean, triple remnants.
Oh, that feels bad, man.
It is a field, man. That has a long cooldown, and you need the remnants to be getting kills.
This is the Weaver. I was going to touch on this. Like, you mentioned he went 1 in Sakuchi and Max Swarm. Now, I understand maxing Swarm after the Sakuchi, but that's brave before Sakuchi's maxed.
The Swarm helps you farm, right? Stacks and neutral and all that, but it does put you in a vulnerable position like he is now. Oh, the second stop.
The Weaver...
No Sakuchi for 5 seconds. He's gonna get burnt down, yeah. Get burnt down. Ember finds a kill. He's going for the Kaya on Ember. That is interesting. That is something you do. SF just bring down mid hit in the tier 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, similar story to last game. They're just going to push the tier 2 tower mid solo with this huge mid laner. It was actually Basito playing the mid in the last game on the left track.
And it looks like the SF going for the right click build this game, not the spell damage build. Going for the Sang and Yasha.
Yeah, I personally prefer the physical damage build more than the magic build on Ember. I mean, on Shadowfiend.
I feel like they both have their place. This game, physical damage. Yeah, physical damage is definitely what you need, right? You got the left track for magic damage. Your whole team's based around physical damage, so might as well just go for it. Just right click down this Ember. Don't have to worry about his spells. Spell shield.
Yeah, and like Weaver carry is not like the biggest bulldozer, although it is mostly physical damage. And other source, it's alright.
Tower is under attack.
And he's just taking down this tier 2. Tier 2's gonna fall now at 9 minutes.
He's gonna be in trouble. Up around him. They get him out of the... There's the suicide from the tech. They're gonna bring him down. And hey, he's gonna be caught as well. He's gonna get slapped down. And he's dead. Mid lane though, they're trying to find Shadowfiend. This will be a victory. They're getting charged up the road. But it's not enough. They bring him down. That's a huge kill for the side of the Dio.
Yeah, they're killing this SF every now and then, but they're still losing their other lanes, right? They're just heroes losing towers all across the map. They need to try equalize this thing and get kills without having to commit so much.
Never refuse.
Like the switch talk, there should be a free kill for this Ember Spirit. Now he's got triple remnants. He only need 1 to be on chains. He's got his sleight of fist chains.
Okay, he commit claim card. Easy kill for them. Ember's not on a kill spree. And he's going for the Kaya, like you said. That is like, whoa.
He's going for the magic damage build with 100%. Don't know how I feel about that in this game. I feel like everybody else... Oh, you got the Monkey King for physical damage, I guess. So magic damage is quite nice. You can kill these squishy supports.
I mean, I don't mind magic damage, Ember, but I don't think Kaya is the way to go, right? If you look at... You compare Veil as an item, the things that Veil give you as opposed to what Kaya gives you, just extra magic damage on a agi core, as opposed to Veil giving you armor, stats, that kind of thing.
It helps you with your mana, I guess, in a way.
He does.
Oh, they're going for a chase. They find the SF.
Guys, the flame god. Great outside the damage. Charge them up, rip him, but they cancel up. And that's another kill on the Shadowfiend now. Basito, he's here by himself. Takuchi on cooldown for 2 seconds. He's got the time lapse as well. He's trying to bring down the tank. He's super low. He's going to get him. Ember's Burst might be a double one, and that's a double for the Weaver.
Yeah, the one thing about SF is when you don't got the use, you don't have the mana, you don't have that protective item, you know, to keep you alive. Looks like the Undying is making a play down here.
Trying to bring down the Lesh.
They end up
getting in the end.
Weaver runs away. They should be hitting these bugs on them. You go gold, it's like
easy 35 gold.
Monkey King is just also to the jungle. He doesn't even want to go into this lane.
Finds them.
Witch Doctor finds them.
Witch Doctor stun. Oh my god, the perma stun. And here we go. He's throwing out the ulti easily enough. Maledict is there. There's 3 points in it.
With the shrine, he'll be fine.
Survive? He should be okay.
Yeah, heal is really good versus Maledict. Every heal just helps you so much.
Yeah.
But this Techies is having a great game again. Witch Doctor is having a good time, and their carry is just suffering. Can't do anything in this lane. They just don't have the support to be able to sustain him in this lane.
Like similar to the last game, Chucky's just going to sit in the top lane. He doesn't really care about anything else. Just keep the wave shove completely, getting his own farm, shutting down the carry. Like removing one lane from the game completely. And now mid lane, Infant making the jump for the Witch Doctor, but used all these remnants. He didn't get him, unfortunately. Maledict ticking away here.
Kaya into boosted travel, really interesting. Don't know if I approve of that. Have to see how it turns out, but I just prefer the Veil build when you go on Ember. Veil into boosted travel, go on the map, amp up all the spell damage for your whole team, not just yourself, and gives you good stats, and gives you HP regen.
Yeah, definitely. The more sustain you have on the map, the better. Monkey going to be working towards a Battle Fury up next. Kind of standard practice on MK. Not having the easiest game though.
Yeah, he needs to get to that Battle Fury though. Following up the jungle is probably not the way to go. He's too scared to go top now with his techies level 8, just putting mines everywhere. Ember does find the techies though. This should be a free kill for him. Oh, techies gets suicide.
Oh.
Gets the suicide off, but you know, that is techies down the map, not planting mines. Didn't really cost Ember that much. 1 remnant plus God. And now he can just farm top. But he does have to worry about the mines.
Priming for fight there. He scouts out the Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor throwing out the Maledict and Tweedy in trouble. Weaver gets up the button. He might just dive up this bird. I mean the Agent Apparition, yeah. The Witch Doctor out is there, doing a lot of damage. Epicenter's there too. And now 2 is sitting low. Looks like that's still. We're able to get the cleanup here. Cookie Bread. Having pretty low himself. He gets up the soul side. Soul rip rather. And he's gonna fall in the end though.
He falls. Leshak making a nice rotation coming in just in the right time. Turns that fight around. 3-for-1 trade. Side of the Radiance all happy with that. All they lost was the Witch Doctor for 3 heroes. It's SF just farming up a storm in the enemy jungle. And this Ember is just trying to find a place in this game right now. Like, he can't rotate too much. He does need to get some farm.
Kind of feel interestingly enough, went with the Sange first in this game.
Yeah, maybe he just wants the extra HP, I guess.
Yeah,
Yasha does help you farm faster.
I feel like him getting built up was not really had to do with low HP, just farming into dangerous places.
I would like to see this Ember Spirit running around more with the Sanking and making plays with like his other heroes to get kills, making space for his.
They find the monkey with the swarm. Done off the mark from Sanking.
Ember TP's in now, but it's a bit late. Everybody's left the lane already.
Weaver finds himself a double damage, so he's ready to take this fight. Smiley taking almost half his HP, getting gone down there. Weaver's got the mana break talent. Going for...
The Lincolns.
Okay, he's finishing up with Lincolns. One if he goes to Diffusal as well, just for that super mana break.
Yeah, when I play Weaver, I like going for the defeat first before Lincolns.
Yeah.
But I'm a greedy player. I like just getting all kills. But Lincolns is the safe way. It does block the Sanking stun, which is quite nice, which is really your only threat on this map besides...
If you don't get hit by the Sanking stun, you're more or less going to be okay as the Weaver.
Ember Spirit sees the techies fall, doesn't get the slight chains off. And techies just runs away. But right now, they just like... all 4 sitting bottom, whereas mid they're farming the enemy jungle on the side of the range, they're farming top, they're farming bottom. Like techies just goes bottom where the enemies want to push and just starts planting mines and you can't push there anymore.
Switch Doctor again, man, he's only 400 net worth behind the Ember Spirit as the support.
Yeah, it's farming Ember Storm, he has a great lane with that techies. And right now it looks like a smoke play might happen. Okay, well smoke is purchased, but it's back at base, so fortunate for them.
Spirit got a ring of health and he's working towards a void zone next. I wonder what this guy wants to buy actually.
Maybe a Lincoln's good this game. Weaver finds that dying. Air blast coming in.
But can they follow up on this question? There comes the monkey throwing out the stun, chucking out the ulti now as well. Can they burst these couple heroes down? They're trying. 2 heroes gonna walk out of each other, throwing out razors onto Smile here, keeping him down. Monkey King does manage to pick up 1 kill though, so it's 2 for 2 trades so far, but back he finally comes to Monkey King. And there we go, the stun off the mark though. And Weaver doing his thing, bringing the Monkey King, probably gonna get the Sanking here as well. And that's 4 heroes down.
4 for 2 trade, side of Radiant comes out ahead. Weaver's now got his Lincolns. Got the crash and burns coming out. Some pressure.
You know what's sad about this compendium is that they took the Crybaby sound clip and they moved it like so high up the compendium.
Yeah, it's because everybody loved it, right? It's the TT Crybaby.
It was the best.
Now, there are some other good sounds though, right? Like some of them are just so funny. And like watching these teams like VP and then play where they just tip their opponents every time they make a mistake and just throw out the taunts.
I love the PM. My favorite voice line in this whole compendium is that Kyle one. That's playing to win, baby.
Yeah, that's the most spammed. 100% the most spammed.
That thing is so good. Need a level 460 companion for that. Feels poor, man.
I'm glad to see this Weaver didn't go for boots. Like, I always commend players that don't go for boots on Weaver. I always feel like that's the correct way to go.
Those are the swarm. Just hit on the tanking. I would say cancelling up his blink, but tanking doesn't have a blink yet, unfortunately.
And once he gets the blink, he'll be able to make some plays. But this Monkey King needs to find farm some. Top lane is free, so is mid. He's just kind of sitting in a tree here.
I've kept it flame free, but the Emberspur bought the Perseverance just for regen, but he doesn't have a bottle on his Emberspur. He could have bought a bottle.
Could have bought a lot of things for regen. You know, like one clarity too. But goes for the Percy. Maybe he wants to build into something out of that Percy later. I'm not really sure what.
But even just starting to put good bottle hero, we can get back to base so fast and they find the Monkey. Monkey's dead. Into the down. A blast off the mark. Looks like they didn't want to back, but they might just want to turn this game. They don't have all the heroes here. Shadowfiend coming in to get to drop the left strike here. Start of this fight. Shadowfiend has no way to get into this. He gets scouted out by the Undying zombie. Like a damage forced to back away.
Weaver finds Undying now. Probably going to chase him down. Got the bug on him.
Yeah, Weaver's doing this thing, man. More or less 3k from this match so far. 33. He gets a double stun with the Maledict. Oh my god, he's just waiting on this hero. Well played by Monster 3. And it's
is under attack.
And Evolution burst him down. He has a change in a second. He's got the invis though.
He's got the invis.
Another stun. Alright, this Witch Doctor is a god, man. He's gonna get a stun on this guy.
Yeah, this Ember does not have any remnants out right now, so Weaver's here. Ember is gonna fall.
And Witch Doctor survive. He does survive.
It's interesting to see he's not putting his heal on with the Witch Doctor when he's getting attacked like that.
Not necessary, sir.
It wasn't necessary, but you know, sometimes playing safe is better than taking the chance.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you.
See an air blast going for this SF, but kind of wasted. Didn't really accomplish anything. Weaver's going for the Deso, not going for the Diffusal.
He does want to be a better hero than Anti-Mage, man.
A better hero than Anti-Mage. Dude, my new favorite thing on Weaver is that Diffusal plus that +1 German attack with the trip attack, and you just burn all their mana. It's so funny. Like you face an Anti-Mage and you take all his mana away before you take your mana.
I think at the 25 talent I like the movement speed talent more though.
The movement speed talent is better. Yes, 100%. The triple attack is just so much more funny.
All right, I see your point there.
Man, I don't play Dota for like, you know, being efficient. I play Dota for fun.
All right, meme value is where it's at.
Exactly. Told your opponents, you know, there's 3 attacks coming at them in 1 second.
The good game well played in chat. Drop the question marks. Have the voice lines. Well, you got your whole kit. Out there already.
That's the one thing I want, man. That question mark deny, but
also very high level.
Yeah, also very high level. All the good things are high level, man. You gotta be
man.
Gaben wants your money.
I was thinking the same thing, dude. The picture where Thanos' face is replaced with Gaben's is my favorite.
Yeah, basically. And then he snaps his finger and takes half your money.
Yep.
Instead of half the population.
Half your wallet just depleted. So now this game's kind of in like a sort of stalemate. Stable 18k net worth advantage for the side of the Radiant.
It's kind of a repeat of the last game, right? Some of the Dire is now just stuck in their base. They can't really move around the map very much. And you need to be able to move around the map with heroes like Bird, right? You're going to be stuck in your base. Enemies are just going to farm all over. We see a pause, 2k ping. 2k is not that bad, man. Go play some EU West. You have it all the time.
He's playing techies. Why does he need to do anything for the mobs pop? The mobs pop whether he is lagging or not.
Yeah, that is true.
I joke.
Techie's high skilled hero. This, you know, if we knew Sir Action Slash, he should have casted this. Known exactly what
he
to
would have been so happy, dude. He would have known the whole plan from the start. We were confused. We were dazed.
Oh yeah, he would have called GG. Team with Techie's wins already.
Well, everything is when Slaxy's on like these like super high level panels. And then he's confident in one thing, and that's he's knowing when Omni-Knight's a good game. So he'll be there with like Capitalist and Haas and these fellas, and he'll be like, no, guys, this team's gonna lose, and they'll be like, why? It's like, this is not a good Omni game. And everybody just face palms. That's like Slacks, like, you know, what does Slacks know? But I'm gonna say he was right a lot in Dream League with Omni-Knight predictions.
Yeah, well, when you play one hero all the way to 5k, you gotta know how the hero works, right?
That is very true. Like
ask Fury, he played Warlock to 5k. He knows how Warlock works. He doesn't know how any other hero works, but Warlock, he can play that one.
So you heard it your first ways. If you want to tip on Warlock and nothing else, tweet at Mr. Fury.
And I mean nothing else. Nothing in life. Nothing. Just Dota. Dota Warlock.
They were all Warlock exclusive. I mean, he played Crystal Maiden for a while as well. You know, give him credit where it's due. I don't say Maiden was that good, but he played it.
Yeah, okay.
We love you, Fury.
Yeah. No, not love. We like you. That's that.
Shadow Fiend working towards his BKB now. Actually has the money for it. Get that another tool to go high ground. Weaver tried to solo Roach. This is the same left I could try to solo Roach last game, so. But overestimating his abilities here once again.
Yeah, he kind of... Did he throw a bug? He has a bug on the Roshan, so if you just stand a little back, Roshan's going to hit the bug and you won't take so much damage, but...
This is not good. This is not working, sir.
Well, it's working, just not very well. Just ferry yourself to tank.
There's no way he finishes this.
He ferries himself 2 solves, you know, eventually get it.
I mean, he could just have one of his teammates just come stand here for him.
That is true, you know, like Witch Doctor with the heal, maybe.
With the heal, with the urn.
Haste!
Oh, what? Damien, alright. That didn't just happen.
What? Tell me.
That Roshan attempt.
It did happen. Look, he's gonna go shrine now and then he's gonna go back.
Alright. Okay, actually, wait, I'm underestimating his power here.
The regen spawning, right? I don't know if they can see my pings. I hope they can't.
Nah, they can't.
You know, he's gonna get the regen. So he planned this all along, right? He's got shine, regen, he can have 3 attempts at killing Roach.
He's probably telling this Witch Doctor like, yo, why are you in my pit, bro? I've got this covered.
Here comes the SF.
He's a uncontested Roshan. These guys are just trying to take Basido's glory. He was actually picked up the Aegis, surprisingly. Just wants to make the dive place.
I feel like SF's got the BKB, he doesn't really have much to worry about right now in the fight. So.
That is very true.
But Weaver also has the Lincolns. I don't really feel like anyone in this team's dying if you play correctly in the team fights.
Yeah, 20k net worth lead, no other towers. They just need to go up and hit the buildings. You know, nothing flashy needs to happen. I don't think.
Sanking just needs.
I mean, high ground defense from the side of the IA is pretty good. They got the AA Blast, they got Tombstone, they got Sand King, they got Monkey King, even Ember Spirit.
Sanking just picked up the thing, so he does have some potential here to make plays.
Under attack.
Now Weaver hitting the base. Undying uses his ultimate, they just run away. Well, this is an ulti wasted, unless they just decide they don't care about it and go high ground anyway.
I don't really think they do care about it. They just gonna hit the buildings anyway.
Looks like Leshrac only has level 2 top one. Edict right now, so it doesn't push super fast.
Blown up immediately. Agents are taking over the Shadow Fiend. Popping the tank, he gets the Ember Spirit as well. Shadow Fiend just doing his thing, man fighting up. Triple kill for the end of it. Back goes back to pick up the card like beautiful fight from both teams, and yeah, Ember Spirit right back hitting the Shadow Fiend. He does, but he might be in trouble. Can Basido bring him down? He does. Double kill for Tweety. He's gonna be in trouble. The swarm is there, and the bird is gonna be gone. Dead. He's alive.
Radiant's bottom tower was under
Completely
attack.
different if there wasn't an Aegis.
Dyer's middle
If they
tower.
killed the Weaver, you wouldn't have come back. Would have been 3-1 on SF. They did need to kind of back up when the SF started the Requiem. Like, you don't want to be tanking that full Requiem like that.
Yeah.
But it was a great initiation coming out from there. They just too far
They
behind.
timed it perfectly.
They just too far behind. That's the issue. They weren't so far behind, that combo would have just wiped them.
Definitely. Oh yeah, there's a techies in this game. I even forgot about that. Now, Basido getting gone on here. 4th spot. Actually, tanking down Weaver, and they get the dust off, and that's a dead Weaver. Big kill for them, 1000 gold. And they actually didn't get immediate racks here. They did lose 2 tier 3s and the range racks though.
But they lose a
I'm
range
the buyback on the Ember
They
Spirit.
didn't lose a range rack.
Oh, they didn't lose a range rack. What am I saying?
They almost lost the range. Okay, I'll take it to Spec Savers next class.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that.
I'll be your mommy for you. Drive you around.
So when a 3 like, let's take his. Doing his thing, took the tower top.
Monkey King changed his build. He went for the Echo Saber instead of the Battle Fury now, feeling like he needs to be able to fight rather than farm, and then he's going straight to the beacon. They find the Leshrac with the stun. No follow up. I'm surprised that Ember didn't remnants it.
Ember Spirit was he typing in chat, dude? Priorities.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't realize that it's a flame tip, man. Actually a...
Maybe it was a sarcastic thank you as well. He probably does have money to tip in, he's just like, nah.
And he missed a kill because he was typing there. So the tip from the techie is calculate and coordinate it, says his teammate.
I feel like tipping when you're winning is like PM already, but tipping when you're playing techies in a head is like double PM.
I think just playing techies is BM.
Okay, this time they got the left track. Emissbird wasn't typing.
Yeah, so that meant end up killing him.
Dyer's
Okay, but look at how smart this Lash is, right? He died for... Okay, never mind. No, he's not. He died to bait sentry ward placement, but he died for like 500 gold, so it was still worth it to kill him, even when they waste the sentry ward. He didn't actually get his ward down.
Side of the Dyer here, I do feel like they have the better late game, right? I feel like Monkey King plus SF, I mean, Ember probably skill better than SF Weaver.
Yeah.
So if this Monkey King does manage to actually get farm, and he's not that far behind, right? He's only 5,000 behind the SF, so only. Compared to last game, it is an
Compared to last game, that's like nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and with Monkey King, Emissbird, these scores can like hold high ground for like years with a little bit of farm.
Yeah, and then you have a techies, so you can't really go high ground easily. He does have the meme hammer now, you know, does offer a little bit more push.
I did. He was split pushing in the time his team was fighting and dying and getting kills and all that jazz. Yeah. Took a tier 3, did a lot of damage to the range rack, and look at the SF. He's got a double damage and he's gonna walk up and slap that thing.
Okay, this M is actually going for Lincoln's. I do not like this pickup. You're stopping what? Witch Doctor cast?
To be perfectly honest with you, this Ember has like almost 8,000, 7,000 in net worth that does literally nothing.
Well, it doesn't do nothing, but it doesn't. It's not as effective as it could be.
Yeah, that's a better way to say it.
And looks like Witch Doctor.
Then he's gone on. Let's try died again, and Emma's gonna triple remnant. He's gonna pick up the Witch Doctor kill. But he throws out his ulti, but fortunately not next to any golden tank. He gets up the stun. Every heads up. Nope, used it already. Midi hammers there onto the barracks. These are hitting for insane amount of damage. SF doing on the rescue. Silence is there from the techie stun. Sorry, techie nuke. They get 3 heroes there. No buybacks available. Actually, Monkey did buyback in fact. Now he's gonna go. Alright, just like there from SF. Keeping the Monkey King at bay. They get 1 range rack. Sorry, 1 lane of racks.
It looks like this is going to be a double racks now. There's not really much you can do to stop it.
Monkey Company goes for the stun, but Lincoln's going to block the first block.
Oh, Monkey can get stunned by a stun trap. Oh, misses the stun.
Dodging the stun.
By them?
You said miss actually dodge. See who has the PMA here.
You give credit to the player. I play the player.
Dyer's middle barracks has fallen.
Just the way forward. And we see now that they're just going to push bottom. We were going to tank up the tower. They have the left track with Diabolic Edict. Still early level 2, so he hasn't gotten much experience since the last time.
Yeah, well, 4% deck rack didn't have a star performance like Mr. Ambassador in the last game.
But you're playing support. You can never have the same impact as a core when it comes to damage.
Witch Doctor begs to differ.
Okay, Witch Doctor does beg to differ. I can't argue that actually in this game.
Weaver picks up a kill on Cinemas Tweety Bird. Weaver does. And just pops the BKB now, spoiling on that dying on 4 to the Maledict. Emissbird zipping in, getting off the flag top, chains still on cooldown. He's going to be trouble. He's in deep. He got scored in the techie boot. 4 heroes then. I think that might just be the game and the series. Right there and then.
Ember kind of overuses his triple remnant a bit in this game. Like, you don't need to be using triple remnant the whole time. Like, it is nice burst damage for one target, but when you're around lots of targets, you kind of need to keep remnant alive so that you can stay alive in the fight.
Yeah, when I watch Mr. TKT, one of AC's more well-known Emissbird players, he plays very defensively with his remnants. In fact, like, at times he's like very aggressive in like laning stages and ganks and stuff, but most of the time for like high ground stages and stuff, only defensive remnants.
So because if you die, you don't offer anything to your team.
Exactly. Stun comes out there. Galaxy planning up the road, explodes it off. BKB spot, Monkey King bursts it down. And instead of Megas getting up, Dying actually back in the middle stage, Dying for it. From final tower. He's just gonna, oh my god, he got killed in the pike attacks alone.
Yeah, it takes too much damage. They're just gonna chase down the supports.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Well played coming off from the Monkey here, but no GG calls, so they're gonna wait for the first to die.
I don't really understand that. Maybe they like to see the throne die.
I don't think anybody likes to see their own throne die. Triple remnant coming out, not gonna accomplish much, I'm pretty sure, yeah. We're getting person down.
Congratulations to F5, converting performance here in the semi-finals, and they have secured themselves a spot in the grand final. They got almost I think it's more than 1,000 rand of prize money up for grabs for them. to compete for later on today. It'll be 6 o'clock. Myself and Damien will see you guys till then. That's it for us for now. Damien, any parting words, my good sir?
Nothing other than just well played to F5. We'll see them in the finals, and hopefully the team that they face in the finals does some research on this tech use Witch Doctor.
And doesn't ban it.
Has a plan for it. That's all I'm saying.
Cheerio.
Whoa, only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. You only know you love her when you let her go. But you let her go. Look, see, I remember when I met you as a sophomore. Started out as friends, but I knew that we would want more. Hit your favorite restaurant with your favorite dress on. That's one of my favorite memories that I've kept on the road with me. I know it's crazy how things change so quick. Went from rock bottom to all this fame and shit. But look, I couldn't love you, but I wished I could. Cause I got hurt and closed you off and you understood. But look, yeah, that's just blood on the leaves. The champagne tastes worse when it wasn't for free. That's why these thirsty bitches didn't come here with me. Move along, girl, there's nothing to see. And what a blessing every second is. Missed calls and messages. I miss the nights when you would call, just checking in. The girl I love, I ain't seen her in months. That's just the cost of being up in the front. And yeah, we used to say this world was ours together. Yeah, the pain fades away, but the scars forever. And fate hurts, but remember the hope. Cause things change, but the memories don't. You only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Whoa, whoa. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. You only know you love her when you let her go. But you let her go. My bitches, my bitches. My bitches, my bitches. My bitches, my bitches. My bitches, my bitches. When I'm out here on the road, it's just me and my bitches. Shit is all I know, just me and my bitches. But girl, trust me, this is how it's gotta be. When I close my eyes, you're the one that I see. Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Whoa, whoa. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. You only know you love her when you let her go. But you let her go.
Baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robbers, and he's playing Batman, but he's gonna rob him. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 30. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Women, boys, they know. Fast money, don't slow. No one can control. Yeah, and I got this soda. Women, boys, they know. Fast money, don't slow. No one can control. She's got class and style, street knowledge by the pound, yeah. Baby never act wild, very low key on the profile. Catching feelings isn't all. Let me show you how it goes. Loves the word, spins the vibe. Lovers it girl, freak what you are. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity, I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No, I'm about about to bag it up. I like the way you work it, and I got this soda. Remy boys that know fast money don't show. No one can control. No, yeah. And I got this soda. Remy boys that know fast money don't show. No, they can't control it. No. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. 1738. No diggity, darling. I'm not the bad. 1738. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. I'm about to bag it up. No diggity, darling. I'm about to bag it up. No diggity, darling. I like the way you work it. 1738. No diggity, darling. I'm about to bag it up. 1738.
Heard them say it. Take me to church, showers like a dog in the shine of your light. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that death instead of the good. Let me give you my life.
From here on earth, please hear my verse. Cause yeah, they said it, but I said it first. So in a sense, I gave these niggas birth. That's why my fans in my show screaming, take me to church. No suit and tie, but baby, I go to work. Don't do it for the money, but that's one of the perks. If y'all got the shovel, then I got the dirt. Burying rappers, what I mean when I say take them to church. Oh man, I'm back with more bars. Yo, girlfriend on my scorecard. Opportunity knocks well. Someone please tell me where the doors are before I trample it, nigga. Somebody better answer this, nigga. If you ain't never heard of me, I'm about to show you what the motherfucking anthem is, nigga. Diamonds and treasure, that don't bring me no pleasure. Every day I just wake up saying I could do better. Trying to find me a girl to put her hands in the holes of my sweater. And truth be told, I just pray that this moment lasts me forever. I said
Showers like a dog in the shine of your light. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that death instead of the good. Let me give you my life.
from here on earth, please hear my verse. Cause yeah, they said it, but I said it first. So in a sense, I gave these niggas birth. That's why my fans in my show screaming, take me to church. No suit and tie, but baby, I go to work. Don't do it for the money, but that's one of the perks. If y'all got the shovel, then I got the dirt. Burying rappers, what I mean when I say take them to church. And I'm all influential, cause I'm somewhat anti-governmental. When I feel like all I need is God, I don't really give a fuck if I offend you. I don't really think you know what I've been through, but it's something I'd rather not get into. Cause I can't put my life inside a pencil when it's something I'd rather not pretend to be able to do when I ate full of shrooms. Couldn't paint what I paint when the bass goes boom and the lights go low when they call it magic, like I'm rocking a cape in the room. Mental patient, escape from the room, now I'm out the basement, headed straight for the moon. And it might be some black shit, but I feel like I'm radioactive.
Showers like a dog in the shine of your light. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that death instead of the good. Let me give you my life.
From here on earth, please hear my verse. Cause yeah, they said it, but I said it first. So in a sense, I gave these niggas birth. That's why my fans in my show screaming, take me to church.
Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made up, baby, that's made up all that we find. Test the waters, oh it's hot. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. Take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made up, baby, that's made up all that we find.
could swear it's been 700 degrees in here since you came in. I could swear that this room has been running out of air, and now it's starting to spin. You make me feel kind of bad, kind of good, kind of everything, yet it doesn't feel like it should. You make me feel kind of wrong, kind of right, kind of anything, and I would change it if I could. I swear I'm hitting the floor. I could swear that my stomach just sunk a meter. I'll be dead if I take any more. You make me feel kind of bad, kind of good, kind of everything, yet it doesn't feel like it should. You make me feel kind of wrong, kind of right, kind of anything, and I would change it if I could.
When you're alone, life can be a little rough. It makes you feel like you're 3 foot tall. When it's just you, well, times can be tough. When there's no one there to catch your fall. 3 foot tall. Like you're 3 foot tall. 3 foot tall. When there's no one there to
Stress out, waking up, it's time to get it. Ain't no room for the haters, ain't got time for jealousy. I'm too focused on the music, the money, and where I'm headed. If it rain on my parade, I'ma get an umbrella. Fuck all they damn opinions. Never really been the one to listen. Ain't no one else in the world on my vision. Still I want the distance and stay driven. Gotta go for it, do or die. I can't slow down, I feel too alive. I'ma chase my dreams, fuck a suicide. If you walked in my shoes, you would lose your mind. Got the blood of a champion in my veins. I ain't following nobody, I'm in my own lane. Live a day in my life, come and feel my pain. I'm balling out like LeBron and Dwayne in overtime. On my life, time to turn it up into overdrive. Gotta live your life with an open mind. Blood, sweat, tears got me so alive. Pull up with a bad one, then a passer. Jerk side with an ass, got a fat one. Used to never get money or hoes back then. Now I get both whenever I get a chance to. Wait to focus on the money, turn a vision to it. Embrace the struggle and you gonna get through it. Never give up, boy, you gotta keep moving. Don't worry about me or what I'm doing. If anyone listening got a dream, better go for it. If you think about giving up, better hold on. I've been on my grind, hustling for so long. Pull up, good vibes, someone roll one.
When you're alone, life can be a little rough. It makes you feel like you're 3 foot tall. When it's just you, well, times can be tough. When there's no one there to catch your fall. 3 foot tall. Like you're 3 foot tall. 3 foot tall.
Yeah. Waking up with the same routine, hoping and praying for sunshine. A plan that don't work out as A through Z. Looking at rappers, it's lunchtime. Sick of the drugs and the groupies. Hustling hard, boy, it's crunch time. Praying to God he don't lose me. Shout to my family one time. Putting my thoughts on the loose sleeve, on the Bruce Lee of this rap shit. Sometimes this life will get lonely and cold, so go make sure that you bring a jacket. Putting my heart and my soul in this music, I can't wait too far to turn back, bitch. People all told me that I wouldn't make it, now they the ones saying congrats, kid. Used to keep money that I made from hustling right there up under my mattress. Now I ain't tripping, no worry about slipping, I got an account for that shit. Stood on my own 2 feet, nothing was handed to me. Every day I would practice, struggling every day, trying to find myself in this world that's full of madness. Stressed out, working hard, going through some shit, put my trust in God. Everybody telling me that I should stop, but my middle finger's up, screaming fuck them all. Every single day in my life I'm putting up a fight, trying to figure my rights from wrong. Hella shit on my mind, no time for the bullshit, boy, I gotta work hard.
When you're alone, life can be a little rough. It makes you feel like you're 3 foot tall. When it's just you, well, times can be tough. When there's no one there to catch or fall. 3 foot tall. Like you're 3 foot tall. 3 foot tall. Catch or fall. When you're alone, life can be a little rough. It makes you feel like you're 3 foot tall. When it's just you, well, times can be tough.
I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to. If you want me to, 'cause we can run. The stars that call all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run?